Mabuhay, kamusta kayo, and welcome to another video. So I got a special seed sowing video for you today. It's been a while since I made one of those. I have made several in the past, but it's always good to have a refresher. Show any new viewers how I do things when it comes to seed sowing. Now I was recently contacted by the owner of unusualseeds.net and they kindly offered to send some seeds over. I had heard of the website before and they stock quite a large collection of cactus and succulent seeds, many of which you'd struggle to find anywhere else, especially here in the UK anyway. Some of the seeds they have just wouldn't come up for sale here. Now some of you know in a recent video I said I was going away from growing cactus from seed and focusing more on propagation. That is still the case, but there's 3 species of cactus in here that I've always wanted to grow from seed, but again they've just never been available for sale here. And ordering from certain other websites and countries, there's a high chance that the seeds you order aren't going to be the seeds you get. Anyway, let's get this open. I think there might be a few other species in here along with the 3 I chose. I just said please don't send too many, as like I said I'm focusing more on the propagation and just don't have the room for trays of seedlings everywhere. Well packed. We've got quite a few here actually. Just gently take them off the paper. Okay, the bags are all attached to the tissue paper, so what I'll do is take them all off and then we'll see what we have. Okay, first up is some mixed lithop seeds. These plants hate me. I've grown them from seed in the past. They did well for about a year and then just died off one by one. Next is some conophytum seeds. Again, just like the lithops, not really my sort of plants to be honest. I'll add these and the lithops to a future seed giveaway most likely. Next are some Dioscorea seeds. Now these I have grown from seed before. I've got 7 seed grown ones in the collection and I enjoy growing these from seed. They're pretty easy, so I'm looking forward to sowing these ones. Next is some mixed astrophytum. Be interesting to see what types of astros we get from these. Again, I've grown a few species of astrophytum from seed, mostly Astrophytum mysterious, and they've been some of my favourites to grow from seed. Okay, onto the 3 that I specifically asked for. Cactus latspinus. One of my favourite cactus, and I've always wanted to try and grow this particular species from seed. So these, along with the other 2 species I'm about to show you, are the ones we'll be sowing in this video. Copiapoa cinerea, my favourite Copiapoa species. Always want to try my hand at growing these from seed. Can be difficult though, they are very slow from seed. So what I might do if we have good germination rate is graft a couple of them as well, we'll see. And finally is Copiapoa columna alba. Again, said to be quite difficult from seed and notoriously slow. I think this is actually the slowest, or one of the slowest growing species of Copiapoa. So just like the cinerea, these could be challenging. So that's the 7 species from Unusual Seeds. I shall put a link to the website in the description below. There will also be a referral link in the description as well. If you buy any seeds through that, I earn a little bit of commission, so if you decide to do that, thank you very much. So yeah, let's get sowing these Cactus and Copiapoa seeds. So the compost I'm going to use is some John Innes seed sowing compost. I normally just use the regular John Innes No. 2 compost for seeds, but decided to give this a go for a change. Had decent reviews as well. And we'll be adding to that some horticultural sharp sand. Again, I've not used sand in any seed sowing mixer before, so I thought I'd try it out as well. And finally we'll add some vermiculite to the mix. I have used this for all my seed sowing mixes in the past. It's good stuff. Okay, we'll get these mixed up. So 1 part of John Innes seed compost. 1 part of the sand. And 1 part vermiculite. And give all that a good mix. Okay, these are the containers I'll be using. I've used these in the past and had good success with germinated seeds in these. There are a few little drainage holes in the bottom as well. And the nice thing about these is they have nice tight fitting lids. And one little hole in the lid for ventilation as well. Okay, get some of this mix in the pots. Doesn't need to be full, about halfway is enough. And then I'm filling this tray with distilled water so we can soak the pots. I've used rainwater in the past, but you can get lots of moss and stuff growing in the pots if you do. You can use tap water as well if you wish. And I'll just mention as well that the containers I'm using, including this green tray, have all been sterilised with hot water, then wiped out with the isopropyl alcohol. Some people sterilise the soil in the microwave as well. I personally don't do that, but again, if you want to do that you can. Just make sure you do that before putting the seeds in the pots, obviously. So they're going to sit there for about 5 minutes to soak up the water, so our mix is wet all the way through. Okay, we're ready to sow the seeds. I've transferred them into these little plastic containers because it can be a pain to get them out of those little baggies. They tend to stick to the sides. Try and get a nice even distribution. Make sure they're all out. Next ones. I really hope we get good germination on all of these. If we can get like 30 or 40% on each, I'll be happy with that. Anything more will be a bonus. Then I'm just going to add a thin layer of vermiculite over the seeds. Again, you don't have to. Seeds will still germinate if they're just sitting on top of the damp soil. This is just something I prefer doing. And then give each pot a little spray, again with distilled water. Then finally get the lids on, make sure they're nicely sealed. Okay, I'll put them in my grow tent. I may have to put a bit of shade netting over the pots because the light in here might be a bit intense for them. If they germinate and look a bit red in colour, then that's a sign they're getting a bit too much light. Now obviously not everyone is going to have a grow tent or grow lights. So a good area to put these would be on a bright windowsill, but not in direct sunlight. Preferably on a windowsill or somewhere that gets bright indirect light. So yeah, hopefully in a couple of weeks we will have some signs of life in these pots. I shall do a little update video on that. Even if it's a complete failure and nothing germinates, I'll still let you know. But I'm feeling confident we'll get a decent germination. I counted 12 Cactus seeds and 11 each of the Cinerea and Columna alba. So yeah, fingers crossed. Again, links below to the Unusual Seeds website. Go over and take a look at what they have and possibly treat yourself to some cactus and succulent seeds. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and comment. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell as well so you know when I upload a new video. You'll be safe and well, and I shall see you next time. Salamat pop alam. Bye for now.